Podium and tower typology was literally row houses and towers, where the towers were separated by at least 25 meters or 75 feet, and that's to provide privacy between towers, sunlight access, view slot through, layered into the downtown, to the waters and the mountains. So not overly compressed, which is why our high-rises are very different than a place like Manhattan, for example, where the towers are close in, and they're stepped back from the street, and they float above the podium, which is the thing that establishes the sense of enclosure in the human scale. So the theory was it's the best of both worlds. You get the human scale for the walkability and the sense of enclosure, and you get the towers stepped back and separated for body heat, which is what neighborhoods needs for walkability, where people can ride down the elevator, which is a form of public transit, and interact with their street. Okay, so the whole narrative about vertical sprawl, we reject this notion because it's not about how tall the building is, it's how you design it in a way that relates to the street. Now we're in a very urban context here. We're going to see other more residential contexts. This is part of the CBD. So you see a high podium, probably with office for the first two. Our podiums, in my time, I took the podium from low to higher to create more of a sense of enclosure. So 4, 6, 7-story podiums, a more urban street wall. And then the tower, but you still see, I approved this one, it's a relatively new building. This one was before my time. You see a higher mass at the corner here, more in tune with the kind of warehousing in the Yaletown district. But you've got a ground floor grocery store. I don't need to tell you the value of that. We've actually done ground floor grocery stores much better than this one since, that have a lot of glass and looking in where you can see the food court, you can see food preparation, you can see street theater. This one's relatively closed off and nice out as you can see. But the one we did after this, frankly, we demanded more. I think in this case we were glad to get the grocery store. But then you could raise your bar. And you've got other retailers in there mixed into a podium, a higher podium, and then the towers and hotels step out. And this one's the more traditional office above retail with residential above. Okay, so that typology is a very important part, but it's not just a building type. It's a building type that matches our value system for walkability and density done well, etc.
And by the way, the fifth one, are you ready? Hands out. Human scale. So all 5 of them together in harmony.
I have a question. So in a commercial setting, it's glass. And 100%. We say the most important urban design rule we have is no blank walls. Because blank walls are boring and they kill pedestrianization. In the residential areas you'll see, we don't have ground floor retailing, so there's no glass there, but we have doors. We have door yards and slightly elevated ground floor units where there's the potential that a human being will walk in or out or sit on their patio. And that's not nearly as transparent as glass in retail is, but it's interesting. It humanizes the edge condition, and that's enough. You're always giving them something interesting at eye level.
Is there any developer pushback to that?
Tons.
They want to do boring stuff.
It was going to be the last thing to, all those ground floor residential
As we
units
talk,
would be
strike
the
up
last thing to
conversations
sell,
with Brent.
etc.
So let's go.